This oxygen sensor caused a check engine light, poor fuel economy, and rough driving. It looked completely worn out, but it wasn't replaced and it wasn't removed either. And before you think this is just theory, you're going to see the before and after results later in this video. The difference is obvious, and it's the reason most people replace oxygen sensors that they don't actually need to replace. So before you go spending money replacing the oxygen sensor, ask yourself, is the sensor actually bad or is it just dirty? In this guide, you'll learn 3 fast, easy, but effective ways to clean an oxygen sensor without removing it, starting from the simplest option and working up to the most aggressive method that still doesn't require removal. I'll also show you when cleaning works, when it doesn't, and how to know which method your car actually needs. Why oxygen sensors cause so many drivability problems? The oxygen sensor plays a critical role in how your engine runs. Its job is to measure the amount of oxygen in the exhaust gases and send that information to the engine control unit. The ECU then adjusts the air-fuel mixture in real time to keep combustion efficient. When the sensor is working properly, fuel economy stays high, throttle response feels smooth, emissions remain low, and the engine runs the way it should. But over time, oxygen sensors are exposed to extreme heat, fuel byproducts, soot, and carbon deposits. As these contaminants build up, the sensor's readings become inaccurate. When that happens, the ECU makes the wrong adjustments. The result is often poor gas mileage, rough idling, sluggish acceleration, hesitation, misfires, or a check engine light. In more severe cases, prolonged incorrect fuel mixtures can even damage the catalytic converter, which is far more expensive than an oxygen sensor itself. That's why understanding whether your sensor is dirty or actually failing matters so much. When cleaning an oxygen sensor makes sense, and when it doesn't. Cleaning an oxygen sensor is not a miracle fix, and it's important to set realistic expectations before trying any method. Cleaning works only when the sensor is still electrically functional, and the problem is surface contamination, such as carbon buildup or light residue from normal combustion. In those cases, cleaning can restore proper sensor response and improve drivability. Cleaning will not fix a sensor that is cracked, internally failed, oil-soaked, coolant contaminated, or chemically poisoned. If oil or coolant has reached the sensing element, the damage is permanent. Likewise, if the sensor's heater circuit or internal electronics have failed, replacement is the only solution. With that in mind, the following methods are designed for sensors that are dirty, not dead. Now, before grabbing tools or chemicals, start with this first method. It costs nothing, requires no tools, and for low or mild O2 sensor buildup cases, it actually works. Method 1. Simple, just let the engine clean the sensor. Naturally. The reason most vehicles experience oxygen sensor problems is because they are mostly driven on short trips or in stop-and-go traffic. In those conditions, exhaust temperatures often never get high enough to burn off light carbon deposits. Over time, that buildup interferes with sensor readings. However, by driving your car at steady highway speeds for an extended period of time, exhaust temperature rises significantly to where it can burn off light soot and carbon deposits on the sensor's protective housing. Now, to implement this method, start with a fully warmed engine. Then drive it at consistent highway speeds for 20 to 30 minutes, avoiding sudden stops or short bursts of acceleration. This allows exhaust heat to remain high long enough to oxidize light deposits. After the drive, continue driving normally for a short period to allow the ECU to stabilize sensor readings. This method works best as a preventative measure or for very mild contamination. It won't clean a heavily carbon-coated sensor, but in borderline cases, for the heavily dirty oxygen sensor, the next 2 methods will be best, especially method 3. Method 2. Cleaning with fuel system additives. Fuel system cleaners offer a more active way to address oxygen sensor contamination without removing the sensor. When added to the fuel tank, sensor-safe fuel additives help promote cleaner combustion. Cleaner combustion produces fewer carbon deposits, which reduces the buildup that reaches the oxygen sensor and exhaust system. To use this method, pour a fuel system cleaner labeled safe for oxygen sensors and catalytic converters into the gas tank. ideally when the tank is about a quarter full. Then drive normally for 20 to 30 minutes, keeping engine speed moderately elevated when possible. This method does not clean the sensor instantly. Instead, it works gradually over one or more tanks of fuel. It is best suited for light to moderate buildup and as part of routine maintenance. Fuel additives are not strong enough to remove heavy carbon deposits that have already formed on the sensor tip. Quick recap so far. If symptoms are mild, highway driving may help. If the buildup is light to moderate, fuel additives can work. But if the sensor is heavily coated in carbon, neither of these will be enough. And if the check engine light has been on for an extended period or symptoms are severe, this method alone may not be sufficient. That's where the next method becomes useful. Method 3. Vacuum line cleaning without sensor removal. This method is the most effective option short of removing the sensor, and it works best on upstream oxygen sensors, which are located before the catalytic converter. Instead of cleaning the sensor from the outside, this approach introduces a sensor-safe cleaner into the engine through a vacuum line. The cleaner is burned during combustion, passes through the exhaust stream, and cleans the sensor tip using heat, exactly the environment the sensor operates in. This method works because oxygen sensor contamination is primarily carbon-based, and carbon burns off effectively under high heat when combined with the proper solvent. What you'll need before starting. You'll need a cleaner that is clearly labeled as safe for oxygen sensors and catalytic converters. Intake valve cleaner or sensor-safe carb cleaner works well when used correctly. You'll also need access to a small vacuum line connected directly to the intake manifold, a straw nozzle for controlled application, and enough time to work slowly and carefully. Avoid using harsh cleaners unless the label explicitly states sensor safety. Many traditional carburetor or brake cleaners are too aggressive and can permanently damage the sensor. Common questions about oxygen sensor cleaning. Can I clean both upstream and downstream oxygen sensors using these methods? These methods work best on the upstream oxygen sensor, which is the sensor located before the catalytic converter. That sensor is exposed to fresh exhaust gases immediately after combustion, which allows the cleaner and heat to burn off carbon buildup effectively. The downstream sensor, located after the catalytic converter, sees less direct exhaust flow, so these methods are usually far less effective on it. Can I spray cleaner directly onto the oxygen sensor while it's still installed? No, spraying cleaner directly onto the outside of the sensor won't work. The part of the sensor that actually reads oxygen levels is internal and protected. To clean it properly, the cleaner must be introduced through the fuel system or a vacuum line so it burns during combustion and passes over the sensor naturally. If this guide helped you, check out the next video on the channel where I show how to replace an oxygen sensor safely without damaging the threads or wiring.